Good morning, investors and traders. In today's segment, we'll be talking about crypto crash because Bitcoin price has violated an important support level. What is that support level? Where is the next support level? And how low will the Bitcoin price go? That is the part of this particular discussion. And more importantly, can you take advantage of the current sell-off, whether to the upside or whether to the downside? That will be all encompassed in this particular segment. Stay with us, and as always, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, I highly recommend you guys to do so because it really helps you to clear the noise from everything else that you read and helps you to articulate a more informed decision. As always, it is important for me to go through these risk warnings and disclosures. Anything which is discussed cannot be perceived as an advice. If you have questions in relation to that, please feel free to ask your own account managers. A bit about myself. I come with a wealth of 15 years of trading experience. During this time period, I have worked as a hedge fund trader for Bank of New York Mellon, as an equity trader with Bank of America, and currently providing services as a chief analyst for EverTrade. Now, the chart which is in front of you is a daily chart for the Bitcoin price. As previously discussed in our recent videos, what we discussed was an important point, and that was the crossover that happened right over here. What is this crossover? Why is that important? Let's revise that. This particular crossover gave us a very bearish signal, indicating to us that the prices are likely to move to the upside when the prices were kind of going over here and then they were just shy of this particular line. Now, what is this line? This is your 50-day simple moving average. In other or simple words, just the average price for the last 50 days. And this over here is the average price for the last 100 days. And this one, your friend over here in green, is your average price for the last 200 days. Now, these are called simple moving averages. They kind of, removes the excessive volatility, the ups and downs, and then it gives us the average price for the last 200 days. When the price is trading above or below that, it tells us whether the price is rich in value, meaning is it too expensive, or is this an opportunity to buy. Now, when the 50-day moving average right over here crossed below the 100-day simple moving average over here, this was the first bearish signal which emerged and which was confirmation to us that the prices are likely to move to the upside. Just like over here, when the 50-day simple moving average crossed above the 100-day simple moving average, this was the first signal for us that the prices are more likely to move to the upside, which we did see in the aftermath of that one. And over here, we did see the prices moving to the downside. So these are powerful signals, and then we must kind of pay attention to that. The moment the kind of price reverses its direction and it moves back above the 50-day simple moving average, then this signal doesn't really mean that much. That is in fact an early signal that the prices are about to change their direction as long as the price continues to stay above that, but that is not the case. Right now, the price is trading well below this 50-day simple moving average. Now, when the distance between the price and the moving average is this much, this also means that the current sell-off is quite intense. Now, you may not want it to sell into this particular sell-off quite intensively. You want it to slow down in terms of selling the price, because now the price has moved away from its mean, and the mean under the current circumstances is the 50-day simple moving average, and a bounce back is likely. Now, of course, the question really is where that bounce back is likely to happen. When can we see that? Now, this particular area is very much marked as an area of support, which runs from 39,000 to 43,000. Now, something important the price is quite very much forming over here is a bullish pattern. Yes, you've heard me right. Despite the fact that the prices are moving to the downside, we are talking about a bullish pattern. The bullish patterns are when the price sort of comes into the similar area and it respects the same area and it bounces back up. Is called a double bottom. The price has formed a double bottom, the first bottom being over here, the second bottom being over here, and as long as the price respects the lows of this particular candle and doesn't violate by more than 0.5%, then we are likely to see a momentum to the upside. The first bullish sign is going to be coming the moment the price is going to cross above the 200-day simple moving average. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin price, it does have a tendency to move quite a bit away from the 200-day simple moving average. As you can see that the price did cross below the 200-day simple moving average by nearly 2% over here, and at that time the double bottom was once again formed, the first bottom being over here, the second bottom being over here, and after that we did see the massive bounce in the price, and the similar thing can happen over here, because now, despite the fact, this is why we talk about clearing the noise, because every single media would be talking about shorting it, but we are talking about from the other lens, from we are looking at things from the other lens, because what we see is that the price has dropped below the 200-day simple moving average by nearly a percent. Over here, when the last time it happened was nearly about 2% or 1.5%, the price formed a double bottom at that time, just like over here. We are seeing a similar situation, just the intense sell-off isn't that great. And if the price forms that, we could see a potential move to the upside. However, if the price doesn't, then make sure that we could see another double bottom, the first bottom being over here, the second bottom could be formed right over here. So overall, this area right over here, this area of support, which is right over here, remains quite an important area in terms of our in terms of our opportunity, just so where the prices can really bounce from here. So anywhere in between that, it could be quite an intriguing one. Having said that, another area of support where the price is, if the price violates this area, could very much be just right over here as well, the lows of this particular candle. This particular area is also quite an intriguing one, so we could see a bounce from here if the price violates and comes into this level. We could see the price moving to the upside. However, after that, we are very much moving towards that 32 to 28,000 sort of a price level in terms of a Bitcoin. Now, as for resistance, the first resistance is obviously going to be your 50-day simple moving average. Of course, once the price has cleared this particular resistance, but the only meaningful resistance is going to be between 56 to 59,000. But before that, we do have a psychological resistance, which is very much over here where the top of this one is, or where the 50-day simple moving average is. That's all for now. See you guys next time.